Hi everyone, my name's Erin and I'm a teacher here at Reading Eggs. I'm here today to do a live launch lesson with you for our super fun program called Fast Phonics, which is just one of the 4 areas within Reading Eggs. Now I know this is exciting and you might want to jump ahead to explore, but please don't. If you follow along with me, you'll get to see all the super fun areas in the program and have lots of time to explore afterward. At this point, students, you should all have a device in front of you. That could be a Chromebook, laptop, or tablet, and your sign-in card. Your school may use a single sign-on, like Clever. If that's the case, you won't need a sign-in card. Now that we're ready to go with our device and sign-in card, let's get started. I am at app.readingeggs.com/login. You could also be on the app, which is called Reading Eggs. You can see here in the middle of the page, you can type in your username and password. I'll do that now. You might see a few different buttons now. We're going to click on the pink button called Fast Phonics with the Yeti and the furballs. Now you're going to sign into your account. If this is your first time in Fast Phonics, when you sign in, an introduction video will play for you. Let's pause here and make sure everyone is signed in. Great job getting signed in and watching that fun video if it was your first time. Right away, we're prompted to take the placement test. This placement test is to get to know where you should start on your journey of learning to read. You might know some letters and sounds already, or you might be just beginning. If you don't do the test, you will start at the very beginning of the program, which may be right for you. If you know a bit already, doing the test will show you where you should start. I'm going to click on the button on the left that says, Yes, I want to take the placement test. Here's what happens now. First, we do a microphone check. We hold down the button and read the numbers out loud. I'll try it now. 1, 2, 3. Now that the furballs know that my microphone is working, I click the pink Next button to get started. We can see that the instructions have been read out loud to us. When we're ready to go, we hit the pink Let's Go button. Dog. Now that I've practiced, I have to try to read the words on my own. Let me show you how that works. If I can read and say the word properly, I get another question. Sap. At. Tap. Map. If I don't read and say the word properly 3 times, my placement test ends. Flubberty wubbit. Glooberty giggle. Blum fluzzily. You can see that I've been placed at peak 5. There are 20 peaks in total. It's important to remember that wherever you are starting on your journey of reading is perfect for you. I again click the pink Let's Go button to get started. Now that you know how to complete the placement test, I'd like you to find the right starting point for you. If your teacher would like you to start from the beginning, click No, I don't want to take the placement test. If your teacher would like you to complete it, click Yes, I want to take the placement test. Pause the video now to determine your starting point. Now that we know our starting point, I'm starting on peak 5, we will see a Yeti with a jumping treasure chest. Let's click on the treasure chest. Wow, the Yeti's excited. His circus campground is growing. Now let's click the orange play button. Now we can see our path through this peak. Each peak has 20 activities, plus some books to read, laid out like this, kind of like a treasure map. You might notice that only the first activity with the number 1 is open to me right now. That's because we have to work through each activity in order, then the next one will open up. Let's click on activity number 1. Right away, we see a video about letters and sounds that are new to us. Remember, you might already know this letter and sound, but you'll be starting on the peak that's right for you. Let's watch the video. That was fun. The video taught us about the letter L, with the letters dressed up like a lion and a lamp. Now we click the green button called Next. We can see that the second activity is open for us. Let's check it out. The instructions are read to us out loud. This activity is called Sound Squares. If you ever need the instructions repeated, you can click this orange audio button. Once we're ready, we click the orange Start button. Let's complete this activity together. It's telling me to find the L sound. I just click on the square with the letter that makes the sound L. Can you point to the right square? Now it's asking me to find the sound I click on the square with the letter that makes that sound. Point to the right square with me. That was fun. Now that we've done an activity, we get some rewards. I can see that I'm given 1 pink gem and 16 Yeti coins, and I got 3 stars for this activity. I'll explain to you in a little bit what these gems and coins mean. For now, we need to remember to click the green Collect button so we can collect our rewards. Finally, we click the green Play button to continue on. Now we can see that the third activity has opened up. I think you're probably understanding how this works now. Remember, the activity we just did is just one example. Each peak has many different videos and activities for you to complete and books to read. Also, as you complete the activities, you'll see some treasure chests. When you get to the treasure chests, your Yeti campground will upgrade. Now that you know how the peaks work, why don't you give it a try? Remember, from your Yeti campground homepage, click the orange play button, then click the first activity in the treasure map. Your teacher will tell you how long you have to work on your peak. Pause the video now to work on your peak. Great job working on your peak and starting your learning journey. Next, I'm going to show you how you can track all of the amazing things you'll be learning. Up at the top, you'll notice a pink gem, a blue gem, and a book. They may have some numbers underneath them. This is keeping track of what you've learned and read. If we click on the button next to the book called Progress, we can see a list of what we've learned. Let's first click on the pink gem. This tells us how many sounds we've learned so far. The numbers across the top are for the different peaks. If we click on them, we see specifically which sounds we learned in which peak. I'm now working on peak 5, so I can't go past 5 quite yet. Next, let's click on the blue gem. This tells us how many words we know. Again, we can click through the peaks that we've passed already to see which words we learned in which peak. Next, we'll click on the book. This shows us how many books we've read so far. You can click directly on the book if you want to read it again. Finally, we can click on the scroll next to the book. This shows us our awards. We can see that I have achieved 4 awards so far. Here is how the awards work. At the end of each peak, you will complete a peak quiz. Depending how you do on this quiz, you can get a bronze, silver, or gold certificate. When we come to this area here, we can see the awards that we've earned and even print them off at home or at school to celebrate our learning. Next, I'll show you how you can spend your Yeti coins that you earn by completing the activities in the peaks. At the top, next to your peak number, we can click on the gold Yeti coin. Here is where we can spend our Yeti coins by selecting a new Yeti. At the top, we can see how many Yeti coins we have. By using the orange left and right arrows, we can scroll through the 6 different Yetis. If we have enough to buy a Yeti, we can click the orange Buy button. If we've already bought the Yeti before, it will say, "You own this Yeti," and all you have to do is click Select. I'll change my Yeti now. To go back to my peak, I just click this back arrow. Another cool thing you can do is visit the peaks that you've already passed. Right now, I'm on peak 5, but if I click the orange left arrow, I can see that peak 4 is a super fun beach party. If I click the orange play button, I can also redo the activities in those peaks. Let's jump back to peak 5 that I'm currently working on. I wonder what the rest of the peaks will be like. Now that you know a bit more about Fast Phonics, let's pause so you can explore the program yourself. Remember to check out your gems and books by clicking on the Progress button and visit the Yeti shop by clicking on the gold Yeti coin. Pause the video now to check out these extra features. One last button I'd like to show you is the 3 lines in the top right corner. When I click on this, I can see something called Intro Video. This is where you can re-watch the video that played for you when you first logged in. The other button says Bye. This is how you log out of the program. Thanks for learning with me today. I hope you love Fast Phonics, especially the Yetis and the furballs. Your teacher will now have a pack to send home with you, including a Fast Phonics scavenger hunt to complete with your family. Enjoy!